So in reality, we are really helping people figure themselves out, you know what I'm saying? But they're not going to give you that credit. They're not going to tell you like, oh, you know, you helped me through this, or you got me through that and stuff like that, because then they're recognizing that that you actually onto something, that you actually got goals, you actually got a passion for something. And that comes from that love, because you start loving yourself from you start seeing yourself through that lens of love. So it's like, you don't care about what nobody think, you don't care about what nobody says, because you're doing it authentically as yourself. You're not caring about no judgment or nothing like that. But the people that's judging you, and the people that's sucking their teeth and all that stuff, and sizing you up and down, it's because guess what? They don't know what they want to do with themselves. Like, sometimes you have to give yourself grace, because we all are humans, we all are trying, and it's not easy. It's not. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Its.AprilMichelle, and based off the title, you can already see what this video is going to be about, y'all. Yes, I'm coming to y'all with another wind down women's chat, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, so I got my notebook. Most definitely I'm gonna need that, because girls gotta have her notes or whatever. I'm not gonna try to make this video too long. I just want to get straight to the point, explain what I'm trying to explain, it. Okay, let me stop. Okay, let's get into this video. The title is The Voices in Your Head Is Not Always Telling You the Truth. And that is true. Sometimes, our biggest critics and our biggest, downfall is this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really realize how much, self-talks and, personal communications we have in our head that, pretty much, discourage us, or, try to prevent us from, achieving and accomplishing things that we know that we can do and we know that we are capable of. So that's pretty much what this video is. This video is based on. It's pretty much talking about, how we, have to stop, self-doubting ourselves and talking down on ourselves, because, it really hinders us from becoming, the person that we're meant to be. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves a question like, why are we so hard on ourselves? And I know it's society sometimes, or maybe it's, social media and stuff like that. But, counseling all of that out, what is the real problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to think about that, because at the end of the day, we have to start living for ourselves. And it seems like a lot of people is living for everybody else and everybody else's opinion and everybody else's approval. And at the end of the day, y'all, you have to think about it. The people that you're trying to please and the people that you're trying to, impress, then people don't even have an idea what they want to do with themselves. They don't have an idea what they want to do with their lives. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just have to, step back and regroup and think about what you want to do and what you like to do. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, them coffins don't have bunk beds. They don't. So when you dead and gone, it's just gonna be you by yourself. So make sure that you pretty much doing any and everything that you want to do because you want to do it, and not because you trying to be like somebody else or trying to impress somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta keep that in mind, because it's a lot of people that don't have minds for themselves, and we need people to think for themselves. It's too many people that trying to be like the next person. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so the first topic I want to talk about is we have to start looking at ourselves through a lens of love. And when I'm saying that, it's pretty much meaning like, give yourself grace. Pretty much give yourself grace. Like, when you know that you're creative, you know that you can do this and you know you can do that, but you're stagnant, pretty much like, you in this one position, you're really not moving. It's because, you're really not trying. You're really not putting in the effort because you're afraid. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid of the outcome. You're afraid of people not supporting you and not, you know, following you or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to stick your foot out and you got to do it on your own. Sometimes you got to leap out there and do it for yourself, because when you do it by yourself, it's not going to be a lot of people supporting you. It's probably going to be nobody supporting you. But the thing is, once you start believing in yourself and start continuing to, you know, create and continuing to, you know, do what you want to do, them genuine people, like, at the end of the day, everybody's seeing what you're doing. Everybody is seeing the content. Everybody's seeing the progress. Everybody's seeing the growth that you have. The thing is, everybody's not going to support it, but they see it. So just stay consistent. Stay consistent and keep doing what you want to do, because them genuine people that actually, you know, support you and care about, you know, what you got going on, they're going to come around. They're going to be there. And the people that, you know, that's not genuine and don't really care about what you got going on but want to monitor you, they're going to eventually reveal themselves. They're going to show themselves, because I swear they always be the main people that always be like, oh, how come you don't post this? How come you don't post that no more? Or, how come you don't do your content no more? Like, babes, I didn't even know you was watching. You don't support, you don't like, you don't follow, but you asking when the next content coming up. Like, it's like, you know, in reality, we are really helping people figure themselves out. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to give you that credit. They're not going to tell you like, oh, you know, you helped me through this, or you got me through that and stuff like that, because then they're recognizing that, you know, that you actually onto something, that you actually, you know, got goals, you actually, you know, got a passion for something. And that comes from, you know, that love, because you start loving yourself from, you know, you start seeing yourself through that lens of love. So it's like, you know, you don't care about what nobody thinks, you don't care about what nobody says, because, you know, you doing it authentically as yourself. You're not caring about no judgment or nothing like that. But the people that's judging you and the people that's, you know, sucking their teeth and all that stuff and, you know, sizing you up and down, it's because, guess what? They don't know what they want to do with themselves. They don't have no goals. They don't have a plan. They don't have nothing. And all they see is you growing around them and doing stuff that they're not even thinking about. So, you know, sometimes you got to think like that. Like, you have to start being open-minded to what you want to do. And stop trying to live for your family or your friends or people that you feel like, you know, you assume that they was going to support you during the progress, but when you find out, you know, like, they don't like it. Like, it's like some people like to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. So once they start seeing like, you know, you start posting, you doing your makeup, and it's okay. It ain't, you know, it ain't too cute, but it's okay. You learning. Them people gonna like it. They gonna support it, all that, the hearts and all that. But then when you start doing your makeup and you start like, you own that shit, you doing that shit, like, it's cute from the head to the toe. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna really get no support like that, because baby, guess what? You learning. So now they feel like you competition. And when they feel like you competition, that's when they start showing, you know, their true colors, because the support start falling. The love start, you know, disappearing. Well, the love that you thought that they had. But in reality, it was all, you know, just, you know, fakes and games, because they was trying to, you know, figure you out. And that's what a lot of people like to do. They like to try to, you know, get close to you, get to know you, to figure you out, just to be you and do or try to be you better than you. They try to be you better than you. And at the end of the day, guess what? Let them try. Because at the end of the day, nobody can be or do what you do. No matter how much they try, no matter how much they watch you, no matter how much research they do, they will never be you. They will never be you, and they know that. So, you know, that's just like a hard pill to swallow, but that's because, you know, they don't love themselves and they don't look at themselves through that lens of love. So, you know, you get stuff like that. Another thing I want to talk about is, why do we feel the pressure to be perfect? A lot of people don't talk about that. Like, it's a lot of people that try to be so perfect for the public eye, and life probably, their real life is probably in shambles. They probably don't have a pot to piss in or nothing like that. But for y'all on social media, they're living this lifestyle that's fake and it's not even real, just to satisfy everybody else, to keep up this aesthetic, to keep up this persona or whatever like that for everybody else. But y'all have to start remembering and realizing, like, these people do not care. Like, you gonna go broke trying to impress the next person, and you won't have, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't, like, if you're broke and you're on the street, they're gonna be laughing at you, babes, because you thought you can keep up, you thought you can do this, you thought you can do that, and that's not your lifestyle. And it's like, you have to start living for you and doing what you want to do and being passionate about what you want to do. Like, and you know, my bad, somebody was calling, but if you're not being passionate about what you're doing and like have goals and stuff like that, it's like, you won't make it far. You won't make it far. But, and like, I don't know if y'all ever realize, like, the most richest people, like billionaires and stuff like that, they don't dress flashy. They don't dress, you know, to show off to the next person that they got it. You know what I'm saying? They know how to save. They know how to reserve. They know how to, you know, play their cards right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to always have the latest brand, the top name brand, this, that, you know, whatever come out. You don't got to have all of that. I be feeling like sometimes, like, it's not what you have, it's how you can put it together. So if you have some fucking thrift store clothes or some like Shein clothes or something like that, because you know I'm a Shein girly down, I am. But when I go outside and I put that stuff on, people can't tell that it came from Adam and Eve. Like, it don't give that. So sometimes you have to realize, like, it's not what you have. You don't have to have the name brand stuff. It's what you can do with what you got. And if you can't put it together, it's Pinterest, it's YouTube, it's so many apps, it's outfit inspirational people all on social media. So it's like, you can watch and look and figure out, you know, your style or what you like to do and stuff like that. But I'm tired of seeing clones. I'm tired of seeing everybody looking like each other. I'm tired of seeing everybody dressed alike. Like, be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Like, this social media got out of hand. Like, people don't even know, they have an identity crisis. They have an identity crisis. They don't even know who they are because they want to be liked. They want to be loved. And at the end of the day, it's just bringing hatred. It's bringing jealousy. It's bringing, people are starting to, you know, kill other people just because they want to be you. They want to be you, and they know they can't be you. So they'll try to set you up, get you jumped, all type of stuff, because they don't like that they can't be or do what you do or have the energy that you have. They don't have that. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just have to be mindful for that and just continue to do what you do and continue to stay on your path, because I know you're going to veer off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, make sure that you have a goal and you have a plan. And, you know, I feel like you'll be good. You know, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be easy, but you figuring yourself out. You're not following the trend and trying to keep up with this person or going outside trying to act like that person. You being who you are. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even know who they are. They fighting demons right now. They don't even know. So yeah, just, you know, keep this to consideration. Like, you don't have to be perfect. The people you see on the internet that you feel like, you know, is perfect, they're not. They probably broke. So just, you know, keep that in mind and do what you want to do. Also, you have to start asking yourself, where did your inner critic come from? Like, where did that inner critic come from? Like, you will sometimes catch yourself beating yourself up, tearing yourself down in your mind by yourself. And in reality, it's no reason for that. Like, you're giving up on yourself before you even gave yourself a chance to even try to do anything. And yes, other people are doing stuff, but you will see like some things that you are great at and creative at, it's other people out there that's doing it and they're not even that good. It's people out there, I know for a fact, it's people out there that's making music blowing up, going crazy, music trash, but they going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then it's other people on the other hand that music is so good and nobody know who they are. Nobody don't even hear your music and don't even know you because you're not putting in the effort. You're not working hard enough. You're not doing enough. And the people that don't give a fuck about other people's opinion, they out there, they music doing numbers because they don't care. But they know that they confident in their work, so they gonna keep pushing, they gonna keep getting in the audience, getting in the crowds, getting networking and figuring out what they gotta do compared to the person that got good music and stuff like that and just sitting on it and expecting stuff to come to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. You can stack it up and all that stuff, and if you're not pushing it out and getting out there and getting on them stages and making it work, baby, ain't nobody gonna hear it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And so that's pretty much what it is. It's just like, you have to figure out, do you want it and how bad do you want it? Like, if you want it, then you need to show that you want it. If you don't want it, then the proof gonna show eventually, like when you're stagnant in the same position and you're not growing. And I know I say this every video, but it's 2026 now, and I know y'all want to wait and look up and it's 2030 and you still doing the same thing and you still don't have a plan. So like, start figuring out a plan, and when you feel yourself doubting yourself, start trying to like change it up. Start trying to talk to yourself as if you're your own best friend. Talk to yourself as if you're your best friend, or you talking to somebody that you love. Because it's like every time we talking to the other people, we always encouraging them, we always uplifting them, and like, you know, we want the best for them, you know what I'm saying? And we actually can see stuff good for them. But then when it comes to us, it's like we're doubting ourselves. We're like, we're hindering ourselves, and we're not really, you know, putting in that positivity in our heads like we doing to other people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes you have to give yourself grace, because we all are humans, we all are trying, and it's not easy. It's not. I'm not saying it is, it's not. But you have to start from somewhere. You have to start today, because like, you can keep pushing it off and stuff like that and doubting yourself, and you will be stuck in the same position or worse. Like, just try to do something. Get a notebook and a pad and write down things that you want to do, things that you're great at, things that you want to try and stuff like that. Like, it's never too late. You're never too old. Like, it's just the decision you have to make, whether you want to live and be in an environment that you're comfortable in, or do you want to do something better with yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, our Black community, we probably don't see ourselves living, you know, luxury, or, you know, not having to work a 9 to 5. We're so used to working 9 to 5s that we think, you know, that is normal, and it's not. Like, do what you have to do, set them goals and set them plans so you don't have to work. Like, we get to the point that we owning our own businesses. Like, we're not trying to keep working for these people no more. Like, we need to stop trying to help all these businesses grow their profit and start creating our own. Like, that's the only way it's gonna work. Okay, y'all. Also, I did want to say, we have to stop celebrating other people while minimizing our own success. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, stop minimizing what you do and how you did it because you feel like other people is surpassed you and did so much more. I can't even speak. They're doing so much more. Like, you have to think like, you shouldn't be in competition with nobody but yourself. Like, when you're working and you growing and the years are going by You have to remind yourself and give yourself grace, and celebrate yourself, because you're better than you were last year. You're better than the person that you were before then. You're better than the person that you were when you was in high school. You're growing every year, every month, every day. It's a progress. It's a step. It's a step closer to who you are. It's a step closer to, like, pretty much your destiny. Yeah, pretty much closer to your destiny. Like, you have to pretty much stay consistent. And I know sometimes we want to self-doubt ourselves, but we have to, like, pause that. When we hear ourselves self-doubt ourselves in our head, pause that and be like, no, that's not true. I am this, I am that. Reverse it. Reverse psychology, your own mind, because it's like it would trick you out your spot. It would trick you out your spot, and you don't want that. You don't want to get tricked out your spot, like, because it's gonna be other people that's gonna grow and come around you and do exactly what you do, but they can't do it like you. But they're gonna do exactly what you do, but not like you. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to have your own stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, your own little, like, sprinkle on top, because it's like pretty much, I said this before in the video, like, it's so many brands of bread. It's so many brands of bread, but it's a lot of bread. But they all taste different. You know what I'm saying? They all are different. You know what I'm saying? And they all about different brands. And that's what really carries the bread. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you create your own stuff and you doing it your own way, your creativity, then people have no choice but to gravitate to you. People have no choice but to gravitate to what you do, because everything about you, everything that you do represents you. Like how, for example, I have my hair content, I do, clothing hauls, I do that, I'm a graphic designer, da-da-da-da, all that match who I am. I'm a DIY girly. Like, that's what I do. It's not like I'm acting and portraying like I'm somebody that, I'm not. Like, I'm really doing stuff that I want to do. And that's what you have to start doing. You have to do stuff that you want to do and capitalize on it. Make a stamp on it, because it's like, it can't be, it's never too many. It's never too many artists. It's never too many DIY girlies, home interior people, hairstylists. It's never too many, because everybody is different. Everybody don't know how to do what you know how to do. And if they know how to do it, they don't know how to critique it and put that little to it, but like you can. So it's like, sometimes you just have to realize that, it's never too many. And don't be ever thinking that you doing something and you don't want to do it because somebody else doing it, or it's somebody else's idea. It's not nobody's idea, because at the end of the day, they got it from somebody, and they got it from somebody before them, and before them, and before them. Like, it can't, like, this been going on. It's like, it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's how you put it together. Like, who was that? Jada Waiter. She had, that situation with, that little workout outfit set or whatever like that, and the girl came out and she was pretty much saying that, it's her, she created it. But then again, like Jada said, it been out before her. That outfit was out before her. That style was out before her. It's who the person is. It's how you create it. It's how you promote it. It's how you style it, the pieces together, and bring it out to make it your own. So it's like, you have to just figure out what you want to do, babes, and you have to put a stamp on it. And sometimes you have to stop being your biggest critic. That's the main thing. Just stop being your biggest critic. Okay, you also have to start embracing growth and stop criticizing yourself. So you growing, and it might not be as far as you want it to be, or you might not be where you want to be right now, but you're further than you were last year. You're further than you were 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to take that into consideration. Like, you actually is growing, and don't beat yourself up. You might not be what the next person is that you see, but that's because it's not your time yet. It's not your time to be over there. Maybe your path is a total different path. Everybody's not the same, and sometimes you just gotta just, you know, put in the work and look straight ahead with visors on the side. Don't be worried about what this person doing. Don't be worried about what that person doing. Worry about what you got going on straight ahead and your growth, your path, and your passion. So, yeah, without further ado, y'all, this is the end of this video. Hopefully it's not too long. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified every time your girl drop a video. Bye, guys.